Hi kids, your auntie wants to help you get to sleep tonight, and she's going to read you one of her favorite books. And I'm in my class with some big kids who are in grade 1, and so they are watching the story too, so that you feel like you're in my classroom. You can see a little bit of what's behind me. This is one of my favorite books. It's called The Paper Bag Princess. The Paper Bag Princess, and it's by Robert Munsch. And the art is by Martchenko. You will see lots of books like this in your library. It says to Elizabeth, and that is like your cousin Elizabeth. Isn't that funny? Okay. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck out his nose and said,
"Well, a princess? I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow."
He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said,
"Go away! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow."
"Wait," said Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?"
"Yes,"
said the dragon. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn 10 forests with your fiery breath?"
"Yes," said the
dragon. And he took in a huge deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the whole world in just 10 seconds?
"Yes,"
said the dragon. And he jumped up and he flew around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he came back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" So the dragon jumped up and flew around the world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted the dragon's ear and stuck her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she can you guys help me? "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired he did not even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. he looked at her and said, Elizabeth, I was so scared when I saw that the dragon carried me off and you were there, and I was so scared that we would never see each other again. Elizabeth, you are so important to me. And it means so much to me that you came all this way. You didn't even stop at a castle and go have a bath. You just came straight here, and you came all this way to save me. You are the best and strongest woman in the whole world, and I can't wait to be your husband. Except, he did not say that. This is what he said. Are you ready?
Yep.
Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like a campfire, like ashes, and your hair is all tangled up. And you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. You come back when you are dressed like a real princess. And this is what Elizabeth said. She said, Ronald, you're absolutely right. I am so messy and stinky. I will leave right now, and I will go, and I will come back and rescue you properly when I'm all pretty. And I'll come back, and you just wait there. I will be back. I will do this whole rescue operation part 2. So she traveled to a faraway kingdom, her neighbor kingdom, and she knocked on the door and she said to the king, could I please borrow your bathtub? And he said, absolutely. You are Princess Elizabeth. Come on in. You can be my guest. And then she had a bath and she washed her hair. And then she said, do you have somebody who knows how to do hair like a hairdresser? And the king said, of course. And he sat and brought a hairdresser in. And she said, that looks very nice. Do you have anybody here in your castle that can do makeup? And he said, of course. So he came in and brought some really great makeup for her. And she said, could I borrow some jewelry and maybe a crown? Because I want to rescue my boyfriend. And he said, of course. And he got her some jewelry, and he got her a really, really pretty dress that she could borrow. And she said, thank you so much. I'll pay you back. And then she said, before I go, I would really like a matching purse and fancy shoes. Is that okay? And he said, of course. So now Elizabeth is ready to rescue Prince Ronald. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
No. This is what really happened. Elizabeth did not leave the castle. She stayed there in her dirty old paper bag and her dirty old hair, smelling like a campfire. And she said to him, Ronald, sweetheart, your clothes are very pretty and your hair is really neat. You look like a real prince, but you're a bum. And they did not get married after all. Bye, nieces. Bye, nephew. I hope you enjoyed that. Merry Christmas. Good night.